Thanks, Kevin. The Emory and Henry College baseball team fell to the number 9 Birmingham Southern 14-7 Wednesday evening at Stripling Field. The Wasps fought hard in the game but were unable to stop the Panthers' exceptional hitting throughout the day, which ultimately led to the Panthers to a huge win. Despite the loss, however, the Wasps were led by senior right fielder Brandon Lineberry, who had two runs on a hit and 2 walks with 1 RBI, and Luke Shepard, who hit a critical single to right field that sent 2 runners home thanks to an error by the Panthers' right fielder. The Wasps baseball team's struggles continued on Saturday as the baseball team was swept by Eastern Mennonite in a doubleheader. The Wasps fell 11-7 in the first game and lost the second match 4-2. In the first game, the Wasps fell behind early by a score of 9-1 after the Royals took advantage, exploding for 6 runs in the fifth, taking full advantage of 5 hits, 2 errors, and a walk. Despite trailing, the Wasps were able to cut the lead down to 9-4 thanks to Brandon Lineberry, who had a leadoff home run, and Eli Straw, who had a 2-run shot. The Wasps had a strong run in the game, only to see the Royals extend their lead 11-4 after a game-changing double by EMU. The Wasps continued to rally late, cutting the lead down to 11-7 in the 8th inning. Despite the hard-fought battle, the Wasps were unable to pick up the win as the Monarchs won the game 11-7. In the second game, ENH was able to take an early 1-0 lead in the fourth thanks to a RBI ground out by freshman first baseman Luke Shepard. Despite the early lead, EMU was able to tie the game in the fourth after Armstrong came around on a wild pitch after Eastern Mennonite tied the game 1-1. They took a 4-1 lead in the sixth due to a 2-run double to left center field. The Wasps fought back after the 2-run double, ultimately cutting the lead down to 4-2. Emory and Henry continued to fight hard in the game, but the errors proved to be too much for the Wasps to overcome. The Emory and Henry College baseball team looks to bounce back on Monday, March 21st, when the Wasps travel to Maryville College. The first pitch is set to start at 3 o'clock p.m. In other news, the Emory and Henry softball team picked up a pair of wins Thursday at the Fast Pitch Dream Spring Classic. The Wasps played extremely well, defeating LaRoche 10-1 and Penn State Altoona 2-1. In the first game against Penn State Altoona, the Wasps got on the board early in the 3rd inning after Jordan Wickham drew a leadoff walk-along after stealing second and advancing to third to set her in position to score after designated player Kaylee Hodges' base knock drove her in. The Wasps continued their success by adding more hits and runs from senior first baseman Taylor Doss, sophomore left fielder Danielle Loving, and sophomore designated player Kaylee Hodge. The Emory and Henry softball team also did well in the circle as Taylor Banner got the win, allowing just 1 unearned run on 2 hits with a strikeout. The softball team saw even more success as they defeated LaRoche 10-1 in just 6 innings in the second game. The Wasps were extremely successful, scoring in all but 1 inning, pounding out a total of 15 hits. The Wasps got off to a fast start, pushing its lead to 7-0 and eventually adding 3 more runs to win the game. In the victory, the Wasps were led by Leah Ellswick, who went 3 for 4 with 2 runs and 2 RBIs, Aaron Anderson, who put up 3 hits, a run, and an RBI, Taylor Doss and freshman catcher Amanda Whitlow, who both added 2 hits apiece, and Caitlin Pruitt, who earned the complete game-winning win scattering, 8 hits and 3 strikeouts over 6 innings. Emory and Henry will next compete on Wednesday, March 16th, as they travel to Morris, Georgia for another non-conference doubleheader against Piedmont College. The first pitch is set to start at noon. Also, Emory and Henry College basketball team's freshman Taylor Blevins was named D3 South Region Rookie of the Year. Blevins, who was also named ODAC Rookie of the Year and named to the All-ODAC second team, started all 27 games for the Wasps and finished the year averaging 12.7 points per game, 9.8 rebounds, 1.2 assists, and 1.2 steals per game. With the all-region accolades, Blevins is eligible to receive All-American honors from D3Hoops.com. This is McFarland Murph, and this is your Sports Update.